Hello, today I have two boxes from Owlcrate. These aren't any of their subscription boxes. These are just special editions that they've come out with that I just ordered off of their website because I have a consumption problem. But yeah, so this box right here, you'll see that it's red, which is a little bit different than their usual boxes. This is actually part of their Halloween drop. I believe it's 2 books. They had an option where you can get like these books specifically and like a bunch of goodies as well, but I figured I already have like a lot of stuff, so there was like no point in me buying all of that because honestly I didn't see myself using some of the items in that box, and I was like, okay, like if I'm not gonna use everything in that box, I'm not gonna spend money on it just because I'm trying to spend a little less. But oh, okay, so usually we have a QR code inside the box because it's like a subscription box, so you scan the QR code and then it tells you like about the box. But since this one is not a subscription box, you get a little code on the inside, and it says, "Many people, myself among them, feel better at the mere sight of a book," by Jane Smiley. It's true. It's true. I think it's 2 books or it's 2 books. Okay. Yeah. So it's a duology. Just gonna set that aside. Let's open this up. I don't actually remember what these books are about. I remember reading like the blurb and then thinking that it sounded cool. I don't remember what they're about. So we're gonna go ahead and reread the blurb together. I'm gonna go ahead and open both of these books up right away. All right, so this is the Anna Dressed in Blood duology by Kender Blake. I think that's how you say her name. But here is the front of the cover. It's really nice. Here is the side. And then on the back, it says, "You make me want things that I can't have." Okay. Let's open it up. Ooh, this is cute. Okay. So this is the naked hardcover. It looks like a little tarot card. It says the Lovers underneath. And then on the back, it says, "Anna, my strong, terrifying Anna." Here's the side, the back, and then when you open it up, this is the inside, the sprayed edges. I mean, not the sprayed edges, sorry, the end pages. And then it's the same on the back, I think, right? Yeah, it is the same. The sprayed edges are just red, you know, which I'm not mad about. I'm trying to see if this book has like, no, okay. I wanted to see if it had like one of the ribbon bookmarks that Owlcrate usually has in their books. It does not have one though, but it's okay. Because that's what we have bookmarks for. Sorry, I just got distracted because there is a letter from the author in here, and there's a little drawing here. So yeah, so this is the letter from the author. It's signed by the author as well. And then this is the little drawing that the author gives us. It's cute. Do we get bonus content? I think we do. I think I see it. Yes. The annotated and doodled first chapter. Oh my god, I like this. I like the little doodles. It shows like a little bit of the author's personality, I feel like. It's so funny. It's cute and silly. I love that. Yeah. This is cute. I like that. That was a nice touch. But yeah, this is the dust jacket. And then on the back, we have some artwork. Right. I'm gonna put the book back and then we could go ahead and read what it's about. All right, so it says, oh, before I even actually read it, this is giving me Carrie vibes. So just wanted to say that. Anyways, so it says, just your average boy meets girl, girl kills people story. Nice, nice. Cass Lockwood has inherited an unusual vocation. He kills the dead. So did his father before him, until his gruesome murder by a ghost he sought to kill. Now, armed with his father's mysterious and deadly act-aim, Cass travels the country with his kitchen witch mother and their spirit-sniffing cat. Oh my god, I love that. There's a cat. Together they follow legends and local lore, trying to keep up with the murderous dead, keeping pesky things like the future and friends at bay. When they arrive in a new town in search of a ghost the locals call Anna dressed in blood, Cass doesn't expect anything outside of the ordinary. Move, hunt, kill. What he finds instead is a girl entangled in curses and rage, a ghost like he's never faced before. She still wears the dress she wore on the day of her brutal murder in 1958. Once white, but now stained red and dripping blood. Since her death, Anna has killed any and every person who has dared to step into the deserted Victorian house she used to call home. But she, for whatever reason, spares his life. Ooh, okay. Okay, I see why when I initially read the blurb for this book, I liked it and I picked it up. I see. Yes. Is this a romance? If it's a romance, like, if there's a romance between Cass and Anna, the ghost, I want to know how that's gonna work, because it's like, she's dead. If she stays a ghost, that's kind of really, that's gonna be tricky. Anyways, so this is, I think this is the second book. Okay, anyways, it says Girl of Nightmares, so that's the title of this book. On the back it says, she crossed over death to call to me. I crossed through hell to find her. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, so it's the second book. I don't know if I want to, like, read the blurb for this, though, because it's kind of like spoilers then. Whatever. I'm probably going to forget what I read when I, like, actually get to reading this book. But this is the dust jacket. And then on the back, we have our little artwork. Right? And then here is our naked hardcover. It is another tarot card design. It says death, and then on the back it says, sometimes hauntings are in your mind. It doesn't make them less real. Okay, here we go. And then the sprayed edges are just standard red again. And then we have our end pages, which are very similar to the first book. Slightly different, but very similar. And then they're the same on the front and the back. No ribbon here, again. And then we don't have a letter from the author, but we do have a signature. So I'm assuming because this is a duology, we got our letter in the first book. Do we get bonus content for this book, though? Let's see. Yes, okay. We get another chapter that's annotated and then has doodles in it as well. So, yeah, okay. I want to show you actually some of the, like, another one of the doodles, because I think this is so cute. Oh my god, look, okay. There's a little cat. Right. Now let's read the little blurb for the book. The acclaimed sequel to the #1 New York Times bestselling author Kendra Blake's Anna Dressed in Blood. It's been months since the ghost of Anna Korolov opened a door to hell in her basement and disappeared into it. Okay. Lots of spoilers. But yeah, I'm gonna start over, sorry. It's been months since the ghost of Anna Korolov opened a door to hell in her basement and disappeared into it. But ghost hunter Cass Lockwood can't move on. His friends remind him that Anna sacrificed herself so that Cass could live, not walk around half dead. He knows they're right, but in Cass's eyes, no living girl he meets can compare to the dead girl he fell in love with. Now he's seeing Anna everywhere, sometimes when he's asleep and sometimes in waking nightmares. But something is very wrong. These aren't just daydreams. Anna seems tortured, torn apart, in new and ever more gruesome ways every time she appears. Cass doesn't know what happened to Anna when she disappeared into hell, but he knows she doesn't deserve whatever is happening to her now. Anna saved Cass more than once, and it's time for him to return the favor. Ooh, okay. Yeah, so that sounds really interesting. Kind of spoiled me a little bit. It's fine. I'll forget. The perks of having like a really bad memory, basically. But yeah, super excited to read these books. I am very curious to know how it works out in the end. Will there be a happy ending? If so, how? With a ghost? But yeah. Anyways, next box. This is also a set. These are 3 books, actually, by T. Kingfisher. And I think it's a series. So here they are. They're really tiny. We're gonna go in order. So the first one is What Moves the Dead. Here we are. This is the book. This is the side. This is the back. It says if we ran, then we would have to admit there was something to run from. Okay, and then we have our sprayed edges. This book is really tiny. So I am surprised that they got like this much detail in the sprayed edges. You can't even see it. Such a shame. I'm trying. But yeah, it's basically just like vines and little flowers, berries. It's really nice. But when you open it up, this is our dust jacket. And then our artwork on the back. Here is our naked hardcover. And then on the back it says Sworn Soldier #1. So I'm assuming Sworn Soldier is like the name of the series, and then this is like the first book. So that's why. We have our end pages with a creepy little ghost. At least I think that's a ghost. And then here's the other one. Super nice. And then for this one, we do have our little bookmark. Here we go. So just a simple white little ribbon bookmark. Do we have our little letter from the author? Yeah, here it is. Our little letter from the author, and then signature from the author as well. Let's see if we have bonus content. Yeah, no, I think we don't have bonus content for this book. So no bonus content unless I am missing something and I can't find it, but I don't see any. And honestly, I'm okay with it. The book itself is like really pretty, so I don't really need the bonus content. I'm fine with it. But let's go ahead and read. This one says, when Alex Easton, a retired soldier, receives word that their childhood friend Madeline Usher is dying, they race to the ancestral home of the Ushers in the remote countryside of Britannia. What they find there is a nightmare of fungal growths and possessed wildlife surrounding a dark, pulsing lake. Madeline sleepwalks and speaks in strange voices at night, and her brother, Roderick, is consumed by a mysterious malady of the nerves. Aided by a redoubtable British mycologist and a baffled American doctor, Alex must unravel the secret of the House of Usher before it consumes them all. Nice. Okay. All right. Now we're moving on to the second one. This is the second one right here. It is What Feasts at Night. There you are. Here is the cover. And then on the back it says, maybe nothing helps when she's got your breath in her lungs. Here's the back. And then our sprayed edges again, which are really tiny but super, super detailed for a really tiny book and really, really nice. And oh my God, I wish you could see this better. But here is our dust jacket. Then we have our artwork on the inside, which, okay. Here is our naked hardcover, the side, the back, and then on the back it says Sworn Soldier #2, so this is the second book in the series. And then our end pages. Oh, that's nice. That's super creepy. But like, the fact that you can look at artwork and think that it's creepy means it's good. Obviously, if it's meant to be creepy and you find it creepy, that means it's good. Okay, we have our little ribbon bookmark. Same thing, just plain white. I don't think that there isn't another letter from the author, which makes sense because it was in the first book, but we do have this one signed. And I don't think that this one has bonus content, but I'm just gonna check just in case. Yeah, no. Maybe they'll give us one in the third book. It'll be like a little extra at the end of the series. But again, like, if they don't, it's whatever. But yeah, okay. Let's read the little synopsis. It says, your mother never wanted your father to tell the old stories to you children. Said it would give you nightmares. But you of all people know there are things real and uncanny alike that we ought to fear in order to survive. After their terrifying ordeal at the Usher Manor, Alex Easton feels as if they just survived another war. All they crave is rest, routine, and sunshine, but instead, as a favor to Angus and Miss Potter, they find themselves heading to their family hunting lodge deep in the cold, damp forests of their home country, Galatia. In theory, one can find relaxation in even the coldest and dampest of Galatian autumns, but when Easton arrives, they find the caretaker dead, the lodge in disarray, and the grounds troubled by a strange, uncanny silence. The villagers whisper that a breath-stealing monster from folklore has taken up residence in Easton's home. Easton knows better than to put too much stock in local superstitions, but they can tell that something is not quite right in their home or in their dreams. Okay, damn, this character cannot catch a break. And then last but not least, we have the third book, which is What Stalks the Deep. Here is the front. Okay, and then the side, and then on the back it says, even dreaming, the wholeness protects itself. There you go. And then again, the little sprayed edges. Is this Oh my god, this is like really bothering me. I wish that you could see this better. Damn. Like it's just like vines and stuff, but it's really like nice and detailed, and I wish that you guys could see that better. But all right. Oh, there's a dog on this one. Okay. Here is our dust jacket, the back, naked hardcover, little doggy, and then on the back, Sworn Soldier number 3. We have our end pages. And then we don't have a letter from the author in this book. And then we have our signature though. And then our ribbon bookmark is just standard white again. Let's see. Maybe we have bonus content in the back of this one. We do. Okay. We get exclusive letters. So yeah, so we do get a little bit of bonus content in the back of the last book. And now we're gonna go ahead and read the little blurb. And it says, Denton and I had faced down horrors together 2 years prior. If he thought he needed my help, then I would damn well come and help him. Alex Easton does not want to visit America. They particularly do not want to visit an abandoned coal mine in West Virginia with a reputation for being haunted. But when their old friend, Dr. Denton, summons them to help find his lost cousin who went missing in that very mine, well, sometimes a sworn soldier has to do what a sworn soldier has to do. Okay? Alright, and that is it. Honestly, these books sound pretty cool. I feel bad for the main character because they seem like they can't catch a break. But anyways, these are our 3 T. Kingfisher books. And then here is our Anna Dressed in Blood duology again. And yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye guys.